Hi everyone, today I'd like to do my current favourites, and I've got quite a few good ones, and I don't really have any particular regrets at the moment apart from perhaps this blush, which I think is a bit orangey. This is Laura Geller Golden Apricot, but I'm not going to include that. My first two favourites, I've just done this video about my current hair care that I was using, and these are absolute favourites. I mention it in the video. It will be probably the video before this one. This is Silver Shampoo by Schwarzkopf, and this is Clynol Remedy, which is a leave-in instant keratin filler, and these are absolutely brilliant. The next things will also come as no surprise are some Michael Todd lipsticks, and my favourites are Submission, which is a lovely soft sort of amber shade. I reviewed this in previous videos so I won't go on, but I really like the way this feels. It's very vanilla-y smelling, and it's very plumping somehow, comfortable to wear, lasts really well, very flattering, universal colour. And this one is Bone, which again I've spoken about, and is a lovely nude shade which is similar to MAC Myth but a lot better texture and also a bit less sort of concealer lips and stark. It's a lot more wearable, in other words. And another product from Michael Todd is this under eye concealer, which is in Cornsilk, and I'm wearing that now. It's a really good concealer, and you get quite a lot of product. So it's got vitamins A and E in it apparently, so I like that. And the next thing, which I absolutely adore, is L'Oreal. Again, I've blogged about this, and it's called Lash Architect 4D, and I'm actually thinking this might be my favourite mascara. I'm not sure. I've been very faithful to Lancome Hypnose, but lately I've been using this every single day. Looks very unassuming, but it's really good. I'm wearing it now, but I'm wearing it very naturally. You can actually build this up to be very dramatic, and it's a really good black, and it's just seems to do everything. It doesn't really curl the lashes, but it can volumize, it can lengthen, and so far it's certainly the best drugstore mascara that I've ever used, and it's also a very close contender for best mascara. So at the moment I think there's 3 for 2 in Boots and Superdrug, so I might well stock up on this. Really like it. It's £10.99, so not bad price. The next thing I really like, I got this in the sale, so I don't know if it's discontinued, but it's actually the first time I've tried Topshop makeup, because I actually remember when they first had Topshop makeup and it wasn't very good at all, so I've been very reluctant. But I thought, seeing as it was reduced, I think these are usually £4. The packaging's quite nice, flip top lid with a mirror. And this colour is called Iced Coffee, and I really like it. It's a very natural nude shade, which I think I'm wearing this. It feels like a lip balm, but it does impart quite a lot of colour, so I like that. Oh, I said I wouldn't have any regrets. I don't have a regret, but I've got a very upsetting piece of news for me. Nivea moisturising fluid, which I really liked and used all the time, has apparently been discontinued. If anyone knows where to get it, please let me know. I've checked eBay and I didn't see any, so I'm getting quite nervous. And they've replaced it with oil-free cream, but that one seems a lot richer and the ingredients are very different, so I just don't want to use it. So for now I've been using Jason Natural Cosmetics. You can get this from health food shops. It's obviously not as cheap as the Nivea, and you get a lot less. It's only 28 grams. But this is New Cell Therapy 12.5 Plus Moisturising Oil-Free Gel, and it comes with a sort of spatula, and it's quite a goopy thing, but it really does seem to moisturise without adding any greasiness, because I've got fairly oily skin anyway. Next thing I love, I've mentioned this before, it's Youngblood foundation. It's not as oil controlling as Estee Lauder Double Wear, but it gives a really natural finish. I think Double Wear does as well, if you know how to use it, mind. But this one actually feels like it's treating my skin. It just feels like I'm putting a moisturiser on and not even putting on makeup when I use this. So I really like it, and it's got lots of ocean minerals and nutrients apparently, so I'm hoping it's actually good for the skin. So the packaging is really excellent as well. I think I've mentioned it in my review in my last favourites video. And I've actually just bought myself 2 backups in my shade Pebble. I've managed to find a seller on eBay, and I might actually link him below. So he sells it for a lot less than it is usually. Perhaps I won't link it, but if you're interested, let me know. Usually this is £40, but I managed to get it for £24.99, so that's a huge saving. So I was really happy about that. That's really good stuff. And the next things which I want to talk about are all Illamasqua, and I've actually kept them in their box because when I really like something, for the first month or so I just keep it in its box and treat it with kid gloves before it goes into the sort of cavern of my makeup collection. I'm going to include this as well. This is the nail polish which I'm wearing. It's called Raindrops, and I actually got this for £5, and it is a bit sheer, but I think it really suits the colour and the theme to be sheer, so I like that. The only thing I don't like is that it seems to take quite a while to dry, but I haven't put a top coat on, and it's really beautiful, I think. Really, really good job of capturing that raindrops. Very pretty grey blue with a slight shimmer. And Illamasqua have got free shipping this Sunday, which I don't think they've ever done before. This is Havoc, which I love. It's that liquid liner. I've been using it more or less every day. I'm not wearing it today because I'm hardly wearing any makeup, for me at least. But it's a beautiful aubergine shade, and it's so easy to use. There's Depravity, which is that purple shade. Absolutely adore this because of the colour. It's just my favourite ever purple colour. I'm so thrilled with it. Beautiful. And this is £17, but it really, really lasts. You use the tiniest amount. You can use it as a blusher, as a lipstick, as an eyeshadow, and it just, the colour works wherever you put it. My next thing, which would be my absolute overall favourite, I've already got myself a backup of this, and it's Beguile Pigment, the white one. It doesn't look like much when you just look at it, especially via video, but this literally looks like water on your skin. It's so flattering and it's so subtle. So every time I wear this, I seem to get compliments, and I really like it. So highly recommend that. I had to go back and also get Berber whilst I was getting my backup. And this is a really stunning colour. It's red but with a green reflex. I've actually put this in my blog, which would probably be a lot better than trying to show it on camera, but the thing with this is that it doesn't really suit me that well, but I still wear it. I tried it as a blusher, but I don't particularly like it as a blusher, but I love it as an eyeshadow because it's so rich. I'll try and do a swatch quickly. These are very small and expensive, but they're certainly very, very, very pigmented. And that's the shade. It's actually quite an easy to wear red, because it's very, very rusty red. But yeah, I don't like the packaging on these pigments, I really don't. It's really messy. But that's another reason why I'm keeping it in its box, because I'm terrified of the state they're going to be in, because my other Illamasqua pigments are so messy. I'm scared to even open them. I have to make sure I'm naked when I open them. Moving on to my final favourite, I've actually picked up 5 of these because I decided I really like DKNY. I'm just not sure, I think this is just called DKNY perfume. I've always used it and I had the big size and I vowed I would never rebuy it because it smelled like detergent and I just didn't really find it had a lot of character. But in a way that's why I like it. It's a perfect everyday scent, very unassuming. It just smells like you've been showering and it's very crisp and clean and modern. The to-go size is currently at Boots, 30 millilitres, reduced to £17 from 26, I think. And then you can actually use a voucher with it as well to bring it right down to £12. So hence why I've stocked up. I actually got one before that offer, which is a bit annoying, but I've made up for it by getting all of these backups. So this is what you'll probably find me wearing on a typical day. It lasts really well throughout the day. I quite like Donna Karan perfumes, I think she does them rather well. So those are my favourites, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon. All the best, bye.